Nottingham, students among 3 killed in knife and van attacks. The city of Nottingham has been shaken by a series of attacks which left 2 teenage students and another man dead. Barnaby Webber, 19, Grace Kumar, 19, and a man in his 50s were fatally stabbed. 3 people were hit by a van police believe was stolen from the older stabbing victim. A suspect was tasered by police before being arrested on suspicion of murder. Counter-terrorism police are involved in the investigation, but no link to extremism has been confirmed. Police said they were still in the early stages of the inquiry into the attacks, which occurred during the early hours of Tuesday, and had yet to determine an exact motive. The suspect, 31, is believed to be a migrant of West African origin. Reporting from the scene, the BBC's Daniel Sandford says he understands the suspect has a history of mental health issues. That is why at this stage, while counter-terrorism police are assisting the investigation, they are not running it, he adds. Several roads in Nottingham were closed throughout the day as police combed for evidence, and armed officers were seen on the city's streets. Nottingham's 3 MPs said the area had been devastated by the bloodshed. In pictures, Nottingham attack shakes city decor. Police have not formally identified the victims, but Mr. Webber, a student at Nottingham University, was named by friends and family. The amateur cricketer from Taunton was described by Somerset's Bishop's Hole Cricket Club as a dear friend whose memory would live on. A tribute continued. Webbs joined the club back in 2021 and has since then been a key part of our club and made such an impact in such a short space of time. Police have not formally identified Grace Kumar, who is also known as Grace O'Malley Kumar. The man in his 50s has also not been named by the authorities. The deadly episode unfolded in less than 2 hours. Police were called out to Ilkeston Road around 4 o'clock British Summer Time, where they found the 2 students fatally injured. Sometime after 5 o'clock, the body of the man whose van was apparently stolen was found with knife wounds in Magdala Road, just under 2 miles, 3.2 kilometers, from the scene of the first 2 killings. Around 5:30, the van was driven into 3 people waiting at a bus stop on Milton Street in the city center. One of those hit remains in hospital fighting for their life. The other 2 were lucky to escape with minor injuries. Shortly after the van attack, the vehicle was stopped in nearby Maple Street and the suspect was detained after being tasered. In the afternoon, armed officers carried out a raid on a property on Ilkeston Road. Nottinghamshire Police, which described the incident as horrific and tragic, said detectives were not looking for anyone else in connection with the inquiry. One eyewitness told the BBC he had seen a young man and young woman being stabbed in Ilkeston Road, close to the junction with Bright Street. The man, who asked to remain anonymous, said he had heard awful, blood-curdling screams and had seen a man dressed in black, with a hood and rucksack, grappling with some people. It was a girl, and a man or boy she was with. They looked quite young, he said. She was screaming help. I just wish I'd shouted something out of the window to unnerve the assailant. I saw him stab the lad first and then the woman. It was repeated stabbing 4 or 5 times. The lad collapsed in the middle of the road. The girl stumbled towards a house and didn't move. The next minute she had disappeared down the side of a house, and that's where they found her. The attack has sent shockwaves through Nottingham's large student population, a city which is home to 2 universities and more than 50,000 students. A male student, who knew one of the victims, said, it hurts a lot. It's the first time I'm dealing with something like this, and at university it's a challenge for sure. The road that I live on leads directly onto the scene of the incident. When it happens on your doorstep, you feel scared and frightened. It makes you realize what's important in life, to check on people and see how they're doing. The University of Nottingham confirmed with great sadness that the 2 teenage victims of the attack had been students there. A planned graduation event was canceled on Tuesday, and its students' union said it was devastated and shocked by the attacks. Neighboring Nottingham Trent University said it had contacted its students to reassure them and encourage them to speak to staff about safety concerns. Ahead of a church vigil held in the city on Tuesday evening, Paul Williams, the Bishop of Southwell and Nottingham, said the city was in shock. But what people in Nottingham do is pull together. Friendship is the heart of Nottingham, he said. Prime Minister Rishi Sunak said, "My thoughts are with those endured and the family and loved ones of those who have lost their lives." Home Secretary Sala Braverman said her thoughts were first and foremost with all of those who've been involved, their friends, their families, and their communities. She urged anyone with any information relating to the incident to report it to the police, who she says should be allowed time and space to investigate. Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer sent his thoughts to all those affected and to the emergency services who are responding.